Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Daryl Clark Speaks. I was born and raised in Queens, New York. I came to Florida in 1989. Then I graduated, actually fell out of Indian River State College because I ran out of money. A lot of people's story. Fast forward, my background is actually business development. I've launched many companies to success, and civil rights. That's my passion. At the very young, tender age of 35, I was the president of the NAACP in the Martin County chapter for 2 years, where I also worked very closely with the Urban League, Boys and Girls Club. I worked very closely with Tykes and Teens and many other community organizations in Martin County, Florida, which is a little north of West Palm Beach. I presently live in Miami Beach, Florida. I have a fiance, Marlena Evans. She's your operations manager. And we have founded Sable Assent Coin Corporation on 10/17/2017.
No.
Okay, that's when the company was founded. It was founded on the facts that over the past 400 plus years, Blacks globally have had many opportunities to build and thrive through many communities across the diaspora. But unfortunately, due to circumstances, and it's usually not because of our systems and processes have all been destroyed. It just keeps on happening. And the reason why is because, unfortunately, we're a family ethnicity. I'll call it that. Our ethnicity is based on family, love, culture, food, faith, entertainment, and having fun. We're good-hearted people. That's just the nature, right? So understanding that, people really, unfortunately, have destroyed our communities. Let's just say it like that. So this company is based on the premise that there's a technology that we've instilled in this company that has a purpose of providing a system that will not be destroyed under any circumstances. Okay. And how can I say that? It's based on a principle. Okay. This principle is called distributed ledger technology, which basically means that it has ability to do three major things. Number one, provide decentralized or information that's not located in one place. So all of the data will never be in one central server in the controls of one person. Okay, that's the number one thing. Number two, it provides what's called immutability. Immutability means it has the ability to not be destroyed. Once it gets registered, it's secured because there are what's called consensus. So all of the people who validate the system worldwide have to do what's called consensus and all agree on the transactions and the record keeping of the technology. Okay. So under these foundational principles, we've built a system that will literally, through what's called artificial intelligence and algorithms. Okay. I'll tell you what those two are. Artificial intelligence is the ability for what's called machine learning and allowing for the machines to do the thinking for us instead of us thinking about it 100% ourselves, okay? And there's another piece called API, which means application program interface. That basically means that you can do what's code, or you can type in letters and numbers to allow for the artificial intelligence to work by itself. So the machines do the work for us. Okay, we just have to do the consensus to validate these transactions. Okay, no one person controls this technology. Yes, I did design it, but no, I do not control it. Okay, nor do I own a majority of it. I'm just simply the person I did not come up with this technology. All I am doing is I have focused it on one sheer purpose of empowering our communities to eliminate poverty. That's its only purpose. It will never change under any circumstances. Okay. So with that being said, that was the longest part. So let me get into the presentation, okay? So let's go. All right. So here are our issues. I don't say, I shouldn't say problem. I like the word issues, because my mom and dad always said issues can be solved with either time or money. Problems cannot be solved with time or money. Problems are things like, I got cancer, right? I need to get my leg chopped off. But issues are things that can be solved with time or money. So these are issues, unfortunately, that have plagued our community for hundreds of years. Number one, we have the highest number of unbanked people. Basically means, now we're not talking about the United States only. Everything that we talk about on this call today affects a population of 1.4 to 1.5 billion Blacks worldwide, okay? Yes, the majority of us are in America, but we have people on this line now from Haiti. I'm already looking. Haiti, Nigeria, Ghana. I see Jamaica here. I see Manchester. I see UK. I see many countries of people on this phone right now. So what you're about to see, guys, is representing 1.5 billion people. Okay. Secondly, we have the lowest level of capitalization. That means that we have the lowest level of dollars going actually into our businesses. Okay. The statistic is less than 0.5% of any VC, seed funding, venture capital, banking, any dollars go into any women-owned or Black-owned businesses. Okay. The money's there, they're just not giving it to us. Okay. And lastly, not lastly, the next thing is circulation. Okay. There's probably some Black Wall Street members on the call here today. So you understand the currency circulation model, right? 6 hours is the number that the Black community states that the dollars circulate through our community, right? And then lastly, this one is very dear to my heart. It is the limitations on the opportunities for us to connect globally in finance and business relations. Okay, they are restricting us at a higher level from connecting with each other. Okay, and this system that you're about to see solves all these issues. Okay, so what are some of the solutions? Okay, so we've created what's called a digital currency and a wallet system. Remember, I mentioned a little about that API that connects all 51% Black-owned businesses, which will be connected either directly or indirectly. Okay, this is not a membership. You do not pay. This is not a multi-level marketing. No, there's no recruiting. This is not a pyramid scheme. This is not I don't know, all the things that you hear out there. Okay, this is not a chamber. Okay, this is a technology works through sheer association and pegging. Okay, pegging means relationships. Okay, it's a relationship. Okay, there's no cost. You actually don't have to buy anything. Okay. So again, this is an ecosystem that has that same, I didn't want to use the word blockchain, but it's that when I used the word distributed ledger earlier, that's what that means. Blockchain technology. I'm trying to use very, very layman's term for everybody. So if anybody has any questions, we can make everybody feel comfortable. Okay. Next, we've created what's called the Stablecoin S1 and the Stablecoin 2, SAC2, which basically connects our communities worldwide. The issue is that we have over 60 currencies, right, across hundreds of countries. So the issue is we have an issue with what's called international trade or intercontinental trade. It's very complicated for us to do business with each other because we have so many currencies with all fluctuating values, right? That's just the finance markets. But that's an issue in our trust and our long-term sustainability to connect with each other and exchange products and services and resources. Okay. And again, a token of exchange in Black communities for all products and services, and we're giving all of our products and services worldwide the ability to have full liquidity for any currency in their country. That is absolutely mind-blowing. So it doesn't matter what country you are in, Stablecoin SAC1 will provide you full liquidity for your currency in your country. Okay. All right, let's move on. This number represents, 5.3 represents the total amount of transactable GDP across the Black economy. Okay. The number for the US, I know we keep hearing, is around 1.2 to 1.5, right? So 5.3 is the total number across the globe. I'm talking about South America, which actually has the second largest population of Blacks in the world. Okay. Africa continent is number one. Actually, Haiti has 11 million, right? Jamaica has 2 to 3 million. Then you have Europe, right? United States has 44 million. So when you look at the total global Black spending dollars, you're looking at a little over $5 trillion of spending dollars, okay? All right. So we talked a little bit about the SAC1. As you know, it is a digital exchange, okay? It's a digital exchange, okay? We've been what's called PEG. PEG mean, again, it's association, as what's called a global remittance service. Now, what are some global remittance services companies out there in the world? You use them all the time. PayPal, Square, Zelle. These are all remittance service providers. Okay. So what makes your company different is that you will have your own digital wallet system and your own internal debit card system. If you want a physical debit card, you can get that too, mailed to you. That does have a cost. Okay. So just like all the other remittance services, we make money off of the movement of currencies. So when the currency moves, that's how Sable Assent makes money. Okay. The difference between us, your company, you're gonna hit a lot. It's your company. The difference between your company and the other companies that don't have a pegging to the Black community is that you have your own currency. Okay. PayPal does not have its own currency. Square does not have its own currency. Cash App does not have its own currency. Zelle, there's so many other money. They're all remittance service providers. They do not own their own currency. You own your own currency. Okay, so that's it for a second. All right, so again, the SAC1 is a digital currency built on, I just talked about that, the distributed ledger technology. You will have a wallet system that'll be available for iOS and Android. It has many powerful features. Okay, when it launches next month, especially hopefully this month, it will have these are the top 8 features that will be in your wallet system. Okay, I'm gonna start from the top. Number 1 will be they're able to transact Stablecoin S1 via the internet. As long as you have internet access, okay, you can move Stablecoin SAC1. You do not need banking. You do not need banking infrastructure at all. It does not need to exist with this model. Okay. Next, you'll have the ability to trade for other digital currencies, the ability to donate to your participating nonprofit, helping build schools, roads, churches, help farming, feed the homeless, right? Affiliate marketing program. We'll be able to put invoicing, so you can do invoicing, right? Escrow services, payroll services, and subscription services. So these are just some of the features that will be coming into the wallet in phases, okay? Because it's a very complicated technology stack. I'm not going to get into the technology. That'll be another call. That'll be another conversation, okay? All right. So let's talk about how much will be available. Now, the total supply of this currency will never be depleted. I'm going to say it again. The total supply of this currency can never be depleted. Okay. So there's a total of 1 billion total supply. How that's broken down is there will be 600 million SAC1s and 400 million SAC2s. What's the difference? The difference is the first 600 million is what's called on a public network. It's the public Ethereum network. And that is utilized to give us liquidity for our infrastructure in order to use the other 400 million, which will be on our private network. And that is solely used to build our communities. It works on our private node systems, okay? And the last thing, it says 18 digits. Just like the smallest digits of a Bitcoin is called the Satoshi, the smallest digit of a SAC1 is called a mark, after Marcus Garvey. And the other 17 digits are named after the 17 greatest Black leaders in world history. Okay, and I can email you that list if you like, right? So it will never run out of supply. It's virtually impossible. That much numbers does not even exist, 18 zeros, okay? So the first year, we have already prepared. We are prepared to launch on LA token, which is a number 2, what's called an IEO, or initial exchange offering. And we use this model because we are a very pro compliance company. We know that in order to make sure that your company is safe and your currency is safe, it needs to be regulated and monitored and to be safe. So we position it to only list with regulated coin exchanges based on their region. So over the next 12 to 24 months, we'll be releasing only 100 million stablecoin S1s on the exchange at a cost of 45 cents. Okay, the early adoption period is closed. That will be initial 45 million for that process. And then we anticipate over 1 million transactions per month in the first year. And the other beauty of the system is that the transaction fees are extremely low, lower than any other technology. Why? Because it uses what's called gas. It does not use the SWIFT system to move the currency back and forth. When you turn the digital currencies into fiat currencies, then you have to use the SWIFT system, and that's when your fees will be a little bit higher. But other than that, in order to move stablecoin S1 around the world, it's very, very easy to do, and there's very little or no hindrances on speed, okay? Usually it takes within a few seconds to a few minutes to move a transaction, okay, depending upon the Ethereum's network and the amount of transactions that are going on, okay? All right. So this, I'm going to need you guys to really take a look at this for a second. So these are some of the commonly phrases that we get in the industry, and I'm gonna say this very slow so you guys can get it, okay? And this all comes from Wikipedia. So I don't like to make things up. I like to try to have them good for everybody, so everybody's comfortable, okay? So yes, we are a cryptocurrency. Crypto means cryptography, right? Digital, and then currency is a digital asset designed to work as a medium exchange, okay? Guys, Bitcoin is not an investment. It's being called an investment because of its scarcity, okay? Yes, the investment community, the stock exchange, NASDAQ, they're all adopting it. The only reason why they're adopting it is because it's disrupting the banking industry. They have no choice but to adopt it. Its use when it was developed in 2008 was used to be a medium of exchange to disrupt the banking industry. That's why it was created. But it's not an investment, okay? So let's get into why it's not an investment. Because of the next thing. Yes, SableAssent, SAC1 is an asset. Any resource that's tangible or intangible, either it exists or it doesn't, that can be owned and controlled to purchase or produce a value. Anything, right? Your mind, your mental energy, right? You go to school to get an education. That's an asset, right? Down to an old pair of shoes is an asset. These are all assets, right? So SableAssent is an asset. Stablecoin S1 is an asset. A currency, yes. It is a currency. Any form, when in use, in circulation, as a medium of exchange for anything of value. Doesn't matter what it is. That's a currency. You know, they used to use rocks for currency, right? Salt's currency, corn's currency, right? Human capital, all this is currency. Everything is currency, right? And then no, we are not an investment. No, we are not an investment. What is an investment? To allocate money. You heard that? You have to allocate, you have to give money or time in the anticipation of some benefit in the future, but it may consist of a gain or a loss. So in order to get an investment, yes, you have to give money. Absolutely. But that money isn't to anticipate a gain or loss. Remember, if this is used as an exchange, a medium of exchange, you're not utilizing stablecoin SAC1 to anticipate benefit. You are through the transactions that you will take advantage of, right? If you purchase a hat that's worth $10 today, but the hat belonged to Michael Jordan, that hat is going that you purchased can increase in value, but not the currency, right? If you take $1 and a $100 bill and put it on your wall and come back a year later, it's still $100, right? So the currency is not an investment. It's what you do with the currency that's an investment. Okay. All right, let's move on past that. So just a little bit on what we do. Again, we are launching on LA Token on next Monday, and the launch is going absolutely amazing. We have these folks everywhere that are excited, and we are excited for you guys and what this is going to do for the Black economy and helping people around the world. I'm raising my 2%, I'm raising the 2% of the corporate stocks, the corporate shares and revenues to donate and build. I want to build roads, schools, farms to really help our communities that really need help here in the United States. You know, opportunity zones, things like that. Help people buy the block back. I know we have Miss Dawn on the line and things of that nature. Okay, and then just global partnerships. There's so many global partnerships. There's just so many. Okay, in relationships. Okay. Just a little bit more about the intention. We have Mr. Henry. He's one of our ambassadors and also in charge of one of our node systems. He's over our tech tour. Okay. We also have a radio program. We have Mr. AJ on the line. He will be handling and doing the radio show. Very, very influential gentleman. We have strategic partners with many Black industries and business. National Black Chamber, WeBuyBlack.com. You'll see it on there. Actually, they're doing the blast on Wednesday. National Black Chamber, we're doing it next week. U.S. Black Chamber, many diasporan organizations. I can't even name them all. So we have many partnerships. The list just goes so deep. And then crypto investors. LA Token has 400,000 accredited investors who are looking at Sable Assent and Stablecoin S1 as their unit of exchange to work and then again, purchase access to the ecosystem of Sable Assent and your Black businesses. They're going to need a place to spend that currency, and we want them to spend it with your businesses, okay? So we have token ambassadors across all 6 continents, okay, with a very deep reach. So we'll be listing on 12 regulated exchanges across the globe. They're not all in America. There's only 2 that we're even applying to in America. The rest are in Europe, Africa, Asia, South America, and Australia. Okay. And the first is latoken.com, or you can go to SableAssent.com and you'll simply register for an account and you'll be able to purchase token starting on June 15th. Okay. And this is just a few of our team members. Our bench is very deep. We have about 30 team members so far. We are a 100% Black owned company and we will remain a 100% Black owned company. Okay. There is no deviating from that. I can assure you that. And then, so, you know, everything from technology, influencers, community development leaders, educators, all facets of business leaders, men, women. We need all of your skill sets to come to the table to help us and assist us to build this ecosystem around the world. Okay, everybody. What they say? All hands on deck. If you're building an ark, we're trying to build the largest ark that we can build, and it's happening. Okay, there's nothing can slow down this train because we're a decentralized company. We have people on every continent that speak multiple languages, and everybody is pitching in and doing their part. And I'm extremely proud of everybody, and everybody should be excited for what's about to happen. Okay, they have no idea what's about to happen. Okay, so I don't like to talk about myself, but I pretty much travel the world, you know, on my own dime. I've met many influencers, I've met many billionaires, and they all say this is an absolutely amazing business that you're building. He said they don't see how you do it, but it's amazing. So, you know, I've spoken at the United Nations. I'm supposed to be speaking at the African Union. I do 2 or 3 conferences a week. So I'm about this mission, and I'm supposed to already be in Africa, but obviously you see what happens. So I'm still here, but as soon as it clicks up, I'm shooting over to Ghana, and I'll be in Sierra Leone too, securing some minerals for you guys. We're presently working in some major moves to make sure you have access to every mineral that you can imagine which to include all diamonds, gold, magnesium, petroleum, copper, tin, cobalt, which is used in cell phones. So if you name it, you're going to have access to it with your currency. There's not going to be a single thing that you that you won't be able to get, because I'm going to ensure it that you have full liquidity. Okay, that's my goal, to make sure there's nothing that our people don't have access to.